On December 1, 1948, in the quiet morning hours, two passers-by discovered a body resting on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. He was an impeccably dressed man, wearing a suit and tie, leaning against the seawall, as if he had simply fallen asleep. But he was dead. There were no marks of violence, no signs of a struggle, and no wallet or ID. Most disturbingly, every single name tag and brand label on his clothing had been carefully cut out. Who was this well-dressed stranger? And how did he end up dead on a quiet shore? An autopsy was performed immediately, but toxicologists found no known poison in his system, despite his organs being severely congested. Months passed with zero leads, until police re-examined his clothing. Hidden deep inside a tiny fob pocket of his trousers, they found a tightly rolled piece of paper. On it were printed two Persian words, Tamam Shud, which translates to, "It is finished." The paper had been torn from the final page of a rare book of poetry called the Rubaiyat. But where was the rest of the book? Months later, a man handed in the exact book, claiming he found it in the back seat of his unlocked car on the same night the man died. On the back page of the book, police found something extraordinary. 5 lines of capital letters, written in a mysterious, unbreakable code. Beneath the code was an unlisted phone number. It led to a local nurse named Jessica Thompson. When police showed her a plaster cast of the dead man's face, she appeared deeply shocked, nearly fainting, yet denied ever knowing him. What was she hiding? The location of the death was just miles away from a secret military missile testing site. Was the Somerton man an unidentified Soviet spy, eliminated by an undetectable poison? Did Jessica Thompson, the nurse, act as his handler in a secret espionage ring? Codebreakers from the military, FBI, and Scotland Yard tried to decipher the text for decades, but every single attempt failed. The mystery man was buried in an Adelaide cemetery under a tombstone that simply read, "The Unknown Man." In 2022, using modern DNA from hair trapped in his plaster death mask, Australian researchers claim to have finally identified him as Carl Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne. But solving his name only raised bigger questions. Why did he travel over 500 miles to Adelaide? Why were his labels cut off? And what did the unbreakable code mean? Was he a rogue spy or a victim of an impossible romance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love unsolved mysteries, hit the subscribe button and join us at The Grim Files.